this figure was almost the perfect Spider-Man. Let's get into the review. Alrighty guys, so today I'm taking a look at the S.H.Figuarts Gamerverse Spider-Man. As you guys can tell, this is clearly the Marvel vs. Capcom Spidey. Or, you know, if you guys grew up playing Marvel superheroes and the other, like, tie-in games, he's from there too. I believe he started out in Marvel superheroes. But, man, this figure here, this figure was almost perfect, and I can't even lie to you, man. Tamashii Nations is one of two things. It can be a very great, you know, import company that delivers, or, you know, it can be a huge letdown. So I'm gonna just talk about the obvious elephant in the room, being this guy's thong. Honestly speaking, this wouldn't have been a problem if this wasn't the problem. And not only if this being a problem, but for some reason, they thought, let's put this figure on a hinged joint system like this here. Because they don't do this with a lot of the figures. So I don't know why they angled it, and they angled this joint here and gave us probably like the worst thing. This is trash. I don't know why they did this. Part of me, like, is so frustrated with this figure because I like it a lot, but then there's that aspect that I just remember with this figure that ruins it, and I can't stand this thing. I can't stand whenever I move the figure and I play with it and I kick it up a little bit, or if I'm going out and about and the knee just feels like it's about to come, like this is about to come apart. Why does your figure in the manual say, hey, don't move this around too much, or you're gonna end up splitting this? A $100 figure should not even come with something like that. Now, I understand if it's something where it says heat up the figure, you know, do all these things with it, right? It's fine. But to tell us, yeah, we messed up. We gave this figure the dumb, stupid little forward hinge thing that pegs into the stomach that way, so he can't go backwards with the torso, lower torso. He can barely go side to side because of this stupid little flap that they put there. He can only go barely forward, and even then, he can still barely go forward. The legs aren't a problem. The legs are really good. It's this section here. And I can't lie, I bought a CT Toys Spider-Man, so that way I can do a little mod where I take the legs of this figure and I take the crotch area in the lower section and I put this, I'm going to remove the joint from the CT Toys, put it into this abdomen, use the diaper system, leg system here from Mafex, so that way he can actually go side to side. I love the MVC Spider-Man. I grew up with the MVC Spider-Man and Scott Johnson Spidey, of course, because like he was on everything, and of course Toby. And I've read a couple comics, but I just can't. This was gonna be, like, to me, like the perfect Spider-Man, and then of course there was a hiccup. Maximum Spidey was like the second Spidey I was gonna get, but I passed on it because I was like, I do like the webbing and stuff like that. I love the indented webbing. The articulation on the figure, regardless of that lower ab system, isn't bad. I love the traps and everything on this guy. The sculpt is really nice. It's a really nice sculpted figure. He gets that superhero build, and I love Spidey being buff. And the thing is, of this MVC Spidey, because he can look really well too, it's not that he's humongously buff. He's actually pretty well built. Like, this is kind of what I imagine and what I see Spider-Man, not just because of playing MVC, But I imagine Spidey to at least try to stay in shape. I don't expect him to be super lanky. I don't really want to see Spider-Man be lanky, skinny, almost like he's starved. I get he's broke in most iterations. I try to say that nicely and stuff like that, but Spider-Man still eats. He still eats. He still exercises and stuff like that. I just don't like seeing Spidey like a twig. But I'm going to put on his accessories because aside from that hiccup, he is still one of my favorite figures. He comes with this web shield, which I actually don't know how to put on him, but I think I'm gonna try it like this. Do that. I think maybe that would work. Will it? Maybe slide it under the hose. Let's do this like that. So I think there's one way you can get it in. And you got him holding the web shield. Oh man. I'm looking past the misfortune of the abdomen and I'm like, this is making me happy. Oh snap. But anyways, aside from that, let's go ahead and take out some of the other stuff. Remove this plastic. I had the Spidey Sense, but I don't know what happened to it because I was clearing some stuff out, and then I guess it got caught in the disarray of whatever. But it comes with a web line, and how you apply that, or not apply it, but how you attach that is fairly simple. Literally just take it and put it in the hole like this. And then we're gonna do this, and then just plug it in there, and then let's try and get him in a web slinging pose. Gotta be careful with that that leg, but gonna make a little web slinging pose and stuff like that. I do wish, aside from that cardboard cutout, which I threw that out, I can't lie. I didn't want that. Aside from the cardboard cutout and stuff like that, I kind of wish they gave us more webs, like just a web to the face or whatever and stuff like that. Or maybe, like, a web ball. A web ball would have been cool. Another cool thing about this hand, though, too, is that this hand can work really well as like a thumbs up hand. So let's see if we can get Spidey in this. Pose here. And there you go. Spidey with the thumbs up. I actually didn't even think about it working like that because I was thinking of Spidey like needing a thumbs up pose and stuff, and actually works really well for me here. It's not too bad. Good old little thumbs up. He also comes with these flip hands, some open palm hands, and a surprise Spidey head. He also comes with fists, of course, but I took them off for the review and stuff like that. Excuse me. Now, like I said, I don't know what happened to my Spidey Sense accessory because I literally had it and it disappeared. But I'm thinking of getting the Maximum Spider-Man because I want to compare the two and stuff like that. And I'm actually gonna buy another Gamerverse Pete, so that way I'm not really sacrificing you know, this Spider-Man and stuff like that, because honestly speaking, I was going to buy another one just to keep in the box, because like I said, I love MVC Spidey, And I love Scott Johnson Spider-Man. He reminds me a lot of Scott Johnson. I love the blue and I love the red. Aside from the downsides of the figure, it's not a bad Spider-Man. It's really great. And I think I'm just a little upset because it's my favorite Spider-Man figure. It is the perfect Spider-Man figure to me. But of course, you know, somehow, some way, not everything's going to be perfect. But that's why I do figures. That's why I customize action figures, because I always find a way to make it come out the best that I want it to. And, you know, because this is MVC Spidey, here he is next to Ryu. Now, is he taller than Ryu? I don't know. But for the most part, I kind of dig it. I kind of dig the scale. If it's wrong, let me know down below. I know Ryu should be on the shorter side, maybe, but I don't know. I dig this figure, and I think this is going to be the thumbnail. What you think? Oh, and you know what? Just because this is my only Venom, here he is, next to Rival's Venom. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. I would say pick up the Spidey. It is definitely the best. It is the best MVC looking Spider-Man. There is that hiccup in the chest, but it doesn't kill it all the way. So let me know what you guys think. Like I said, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.